When I first started, we do a lot of private tours behind the scenes for different orchid growers. I was walking around with the grower, and we were walking through one of the back houses, and we came across this plant that's called Nigeliella angustifolia. So he saw this plant, and he goes, he said, "You cut all these flowers off. How long have you been growing orchids?" And I said, "I don't know, about a month or so." And he said, "Well, you're never going to figure this out because you're like much too old to do this." I wasn't really even that old at the time, which was kind of funny, but it bloomed. So I might have been a novice, but the plants really start to get to know the individual grower. Having been in charge of them for the past 16 years or so, you can make it cut and dry and say, okay, it's Friday, it's time to water everything. But if you really know what you're looking for, you'll know that, oh, that little Pathiopedilum on the shelf is wet, and the Ludesia is in soil, so you have to skip it. In the course of a day, we will water, weed, stake, feed, tie. 3 times a week, I go through our estate houses, and it's almost like a shopping trip. You never quite know what's blooming, and you go through the houses, you pick the nicest of all the plants, and then come out into this space and switch everything out. We have 2,300 different kinds of orchids in our collection, which is a drop in the bucket considering the world has over 25,000 different kinds of orchids.
It's the largest plant group, and I really love that it's a diverse group.
We're one of the few gardens that displays this many orchids year-round. To accomplish that, you need to have one for every plant you see to be switched out every 2 weeks. So for every plant you see, there needs to be 26 other plants that are ready to take its place throughout the year. I actually was a student here at Longwood. I was in the Professional Gardener program, and it's a work-study program, so you get to work at every area in the garden as well as get classwork at the same time.
Some of the students have the opportunity to live on property if they'd like, but it's a really great learning environment for them here. I was a student here at Longwood. For 2 years, I lived on the row, and then I never left. You know, me living up here with them, they always know that they have somebody they could talk to. I'm a senior gardener here at Longwood. I'm in charge of the tropical plant display. In addition to that, I'm a seasonal leader for Orchid Extravaganza.
The Orchid Extravaganza dates back to really the love of Alice and Pierre DuPont of orchids. We came up with the idea of kind of going beyond what we just show in this room and trying to use the art of horticulture to make interesting shapes of orchids and take it beyond the displaying individual ones and, you know, use the creativity that all of our staff has.
Longwood Gardens 2013, let's go beyond the garden gates.